things that we need to be successful, the support that we want in our lives, it needs to be the support that we push back out.
Never, never, never die. 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 Never
All right. This is the Angry Dad. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. And before we get today started, I'd like to thank my podcast sponsors, Everyday Fit Life. Look, if you're trying to set yourself up for success, if you're trying to do something that you feel is impossible, what I'm talking about is controlling your eating, controlling what you put in your mouth. Because, like, here's the thing: discipline, self-discipline is hard as fuck. But if you have something that can step by step guide you in the direction of setting up healthy habits, the right amount of food, the kind of food you like to eat, and just putting it in an order that can help you set yourself up for success. They have plans for 30 days, which 30 days, day by day, will help you set up how to eat, when to eat, the things to use to put yourself in the path to success for diet, for control, because this is a lifestyle change. Once you learn this and you use this is just not I do the program and then I stop. It's like, no, this is to set you up for a lifetime, something that's going to help change you forever. And if you need 30 days of help, 60 days of help, 90 days of help, guess the fuck what? It is there. That is Everyday Fit Life. Each plan comes with a workout that correlates with each option. So make sure you check it out. That is Everyday Fit Life. Use code AngryDad at checkout and get 20% off. All that good stuff. The link is in the notes. Please check it out. Let's get into today's show. You know, this week was very, very eye-opening for me. All right. A lot of times we need to understand that being there for the people that you love is important. We all are on a grind. We're all on this path of trying to change ourselves, grow ourselves, and become something better. But also, too, we have to be aware of our surroundings. We have to be aware of the people that are in our lives. Because a lot of times, too, we get so focused in what we do, we just start ignoring our family, our kids, our friends, the dogs, whatever. But the thing is to have your eyes open, have your heart open, have your ears open. You know what I'm saying? The things that we need to be successful, the support that we want in our lives, it needs to be the support that we push back out. And like I said, not everybody deserves the same support, but those you care for need to understand that you're there, that you love them, that you communicate that you're the pillar in your situation, in your family, in the environment that you are. All right? Being that pillar, that fucking focus, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot to bear, but as a man, as a father right here, I do bear it. I never want to pass on stress. I never want to pass on anxiety. I never want to pass on worry. But the thing is it does show. I do communicate my problems. I do communicate my issues. I do communicate my feelings to my family. And that's something that I had to learn to do. Because a lot of times I just held it in and then I'd blow up. Now I just speak my mind. I let them know that I love them. Everything I say is out of love. And like I said, I never mean to hurt their feelings or any of that stuff, but I will always be honest. I will always be straightforward. And that's just who I am. And that's the thing. Having that in your life can let a lot of stress off of you. And then at the same time, when your family members, your loved ones, your wife, your kids, whatever, when they're going through their situation, when they're going through a life altering thing, guess what? It's time to step up. It's time to stand up. It's time to be that pillar, the shoulder that they can cry on, the shoulder that they can hold, the person that they can grab onto to make the world feel fucking safe. Because that's the person that they deserve. When they are there for you, you have to return it. When the support is there, when things are lined up. And like I said, life isn't always easy. Life isn't always fair. Life isn't always what you want it to be. But for those you care for, you stand up for. You shield them. You block them. You give them that sense of safe space. That sense of safe space is vitally important. But like I said, they always say a man is the king of the castle. Well, it's the king of the castle that has to protect that castle, has to protect that safe space, that has to Build that environment. You know what I'm saying? When my kids come home, when my wife is home, when people are in my house, they all understand that they're all under my wing, that they all have this sense of relief, that's this sense of ease that comes on because when you're here, it is safe. Everything is open, everything is there. All right. We all want that. We all want to culture that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us have never had that feeling. But the thing is when you want that feeling, when you want to fucking protect that feeling, when you want to develop that feeling, guess the fuck what? It all starts with you. It starts with your attitude. It starts with your mental health. It starts with your well-being. It starts with a desire to have something that you either never had or something that you want to protect. Like I said, I try to create this space within my family wherever we are. Like I said, I say this because guess what? The support that I need, I always make sure that I'm giving that support to those who are in need. And that's my family. That's my loved one. That's everyone that's within my circle. Like I said, I do extend it to those who are slightly outside of my circle, but that's as far as it fucking goes. Like I said, I have friends, I have, people that I consider part of my family. They're just not in my household. And it's the same fucking thing. The support that they give me is the support that I'll give them. But when it comes to that inner circle, guess what? My support is unwavering. That doesn't even have to be mentioned, but I do mention it. I do speak it. I do let it be known that here you're okay, here you are safe, here you are loved. There's no fucking questions asked. There is no fucking doubt in the mind. It, there is something here that will always be here for you. And it's because I love you, I care for you, and I will always be here for you. All right. It's not my job to judge you. It's not my job to question you. But guess what I will do? I will let you know because of how much I have for you. I am here. Like I said, a lot of this, I grew up not hearing it, but I've always felt it. And because I always felt it, I was in a relation, not a relationship, but I was in, within my family dynamic growing up that, it's unsaid because it doesn't need to be said. But guess the fuck what? I needed to hear it. I would have liked to feel it. You know what I'm saying? It probably would have changed my life in a capacity where I can communicate these feelings without feeling awkward, without feeling off, without feeling, you know, like weak. Because sharing these feelings and sharing these emotions are not weak. They are powerful. All right. They hold weight. This is the foundation that your family and your life is built upon. And every time you say it, you reinforce it. And when you reinforce it, it becomes that much more stronger. I learned this in my older age. I wish I would have learned it at my younger age. That's why I'm speaking about this. That's why I'm talking about this, because this is the fundamental foundation of what family needs to be. An open communication of understanding that real power, real strength come from these words when we say them. A lot of times a lot of people nowadays say them flippantly. All right. It doesn't mean a thing. But the thing is I only say it to those that I fucking care about. And because I care about them, I fucking say it. And I say it with power in my voice, with bass in my voice, because I love my family. And I want them to understand that. I want them to know that. And I want them to feel that. I want them to have this sense of safety that comes with that. All right. Doesn't matter what the problem is. It doesn't matter what the situation is. My family, my kids, my wife, they will come to me because of they know how much I love them and what I'm willing to do for them. All right. This is something that, like I said, I wish I would have learned at a younger age because I would have said this earlier in their lives. You know what I'm saying? I didn't start saying this until they were almost teenagers because I didn't know how to communicate this. I was always stuck in this old man mentality of fucking stoic, fucking quiet, you know, no one, I'm mean, I'm fucking upset, but I'm here. My love for you is unspoken. But the thing is being unspoken, they don't know. They don't understand. It's not till they get older that they get it. And I don't want my kids to get it when they're older. I want to get it now. I want to get it. I want them to get it while they're young. I want them to know that I'm there for them and that This is the amount of love that I have for them. And guess what? There's no amount, it's unlimited, but I want them to understand it. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference. Speaking out loud, manifest it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we just think it, but you speak it into reality. And by speaking into reality, it gives it this solidification of fucking like, this is a real thing. And because it's a real thing, it's tangible. And because it's tangible, they can grab it. They can hold on to it. They can fucking recall memories of it. It's just all about building this relationship between the family that's slightly different than what we always remember it being. Like I said, I always knew all my family members loved me, cared for me. But the thing is we just didn't say it. We didn't fucking, you know, it was something that was just unspoken, and I didn't like that. And because I didn't like that, I didn't really understand it. I just knew it was there, and it just had a certain amount of uncertainty to it. And like I said, it made me feel weird. It made me feel awkward. It made me feel that I can't express my emotions and my feelings because we're not supposed to. But guess what? For good mental health, for fucking, for the fuck's sakes of trying to feel good about yourself, you need to say it. You need to speak it. You need to fucking use it, and use it in a way that helps you. It's all about getting your point across. And the more you can get your point across, the more honest you can be with yourself and for those that you love. That's just it creates something that you didn't know you needed. That's just my thoughts on it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this is all stuff that I've been through, all stuff that I think about, all stuff that just comes through my mind because I've had this happen to me and I've gone through this. And you know what I'm saying? My kids are all of age where I'm just like, do they really know that I love them, even though that we've gone through all this crazy shit that's on in our lives? So I use it, I say it, I speak it, and I tell them I love them. You know what I'm saying? I want you guys to use this information. I want you guys to fucking start saying these fucking words. Don't feel like a pussy about it. Don't feel fucking weak. Don't feel fucking stupid. Understand that you need to fucking say it. Because the more you get it off, the more you get it across, the more you use it, the easier it is, the less awkward it is, the better it is. You know what I'm saying? Who doesn't want to hear I love you? Who doesn't want to hear that I care for you? Who doesn't want to hear that I'm here for you? All right. It's all safety that we're trying to culture in our lives. You know what I'm saying? There's always been this time in my life where I'm like, I need this. I need someone to comfort me. I need someone to hold me. I need someone that's going to give me that safe space. Everything's going to be all right. It was always something that I was missing in my life. And because I was missing it, I didn't know how to communicate it. And because I didn't know how to communicate it, guess the fuck what? I just started creating it myself by saying these words, by communicating these words of power, these words of strength, these words of foundation. The ones that I love, the ones that I care about, guess the fuck what? They understand what I feel, I think, and I have for them. And that's how you change the fucking world. That's how you change your fucking life. That's how you make a pivot that you didn't know you needed. So guess the fuck what? This is the Angry Motherfucking Dad. You want to watch my shit? YouTube. You want to listen to it? Spreaker, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, Podbean, SoundCloud, Deezer, iHeartRadio. This motherfucker's everywhere. You can easily fucking find it. Rate, review, like, subscribe, all that fucking bullshit. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I'm also part of the Inner Circle Podcast Network, group of powerful podcasters out there sharing their shit. That is innercirclepn.com. We'll take it every one of our websites, every one of our shows, so make sure you check it the fuck out. We have shows as The Plunge, Failing Hollywood, Simmons and More, The Untrained Eye, The Hood Diner. Shit happens when you party naked, so make sure you check it the fuck out, and I'll see y'all motherfuckers on the next one. Fuck.
Always living, always living, always living, always living, always living.